Hi everybody, this is a video about writing an essay, next steps. We went over the first two steps to writing an essay in class. That was thesis and contextualization, both of which belong in the introductory paragraphs. The next steps, we are going to talk about our topic sentences and using evidence. To do that, we need to go back to the thesis because it provides the categories for your essay. So here's an example of a thesis that could be used in response to one of the questions that was on the Units 1 and 2 exam. You may have had it, you may not have. But here's just an example thesis. Slavery began to replace indentured servitude in the southern colonies because of fears of social unrest, decrease in migration to colonies from England, and an already established slave trade in the Caribbean and South America. The categories here are, and I've highlighted them, and you'll see why it is important, the way the categories are done and how they'll be useful to you. Having workable categories in your thesis is paramount because it helps write the rest of the essay. You've already kind of done the real hard work. 3 categories is typical in a historical essay. There are exceptions. So in this example that we just looked at, the categories are fears of social unrest, decrease in migration to the colonies from England, and an already established trade in enslaved Africans in the Caribbean and South America. So once you have categories, you can, or you should, begin to identify evidence that could be used for each of them. And the reason you want to do this up front, you want to make sure you have evidence you can use for the category. If you have a good idea for a category but have no evidence to use to argue for it, then it's not going to be a workable category for you. You need to find something that has evidence that you're aware of that you can use to defend your the category. We'll see that in a minute. So fears of social unrest, these are some examples, you can read them right here, of evidence. There are others, but these fit. Another example, a decrease in migration to the colonies from England. Some evidence you could use. Better economy in England. Difficulties being a servant in America. Remember, you may die. You weren't likely to prosper after your servitude. It was a brutal and often short life for indentured servants. End of the Civil War and restoration of the monarchy in England, 1660, and religious conflicts in England also diminished after that time period when the monarchy is restored. Now we need to change the category into a topic sentence, and we need to extend it. A topic sentence we're going to use to mean the main argument in a body paragraph in an essay. Remember, there are generally 3 body paragraphs, 3 categories, 3 topic sentences. So from the previous example about the decrease in migration to the colonies from England, the topic sentence, one possible topic sentence is, a decrease in migration to the colonies helped speed the replacement of indentured servants with enslaved Africans. That relates to the thesis, and a topic sentence must relate back to your thesis. What it doesn't do is provide evidence in the topic sentence. You want an idea, not actual evidence. You're going to provide evidence within the paragraph itself, and you're going to use that evidence to support your topic sentence. But let's get another example of a topic sentence for the same previous thesis. an already established trade in enslaved Africans in the Caribbean and South America. That's the category, one of the categories. And a possible topic sentence, also relates to the thesis, is the existence of already functioning slave trade routes dominated by Europeans meant that the labor of indentured servants could be easily replaced. Again, no evidence in there, an idea, an argument, the main argument for that paragraph. That is the topic sentence. So it's what do you need in the body of that paragraph? You need to support your main argument with evidence. That doesn't mean simply identifying evidence, although that's the first step. You also must explain how it supports your argument. And when you do that, you have done analysis. You're not simply describing, you're analyzing, you're interpreting. And that's what makes it a real historical essay. Here's an example of evidence used for that topic sentence. You need an evidence sentence. That's what I'm calling it. It's where you use the evidence to support an argument. So here we go. Here's an example. The mid-1600s saw the beginnings of the large-scale introduction of enslaved African labor in the British Caribbean for sugar production. The English thus already had experience using enslaved labor, and it would be a small jump from the Caribbean to the southern colonies. I have put in italics and in black font, British Caribbean and sugar production. Those count as pieces of evidence, and you're showing how that evidence could be used to support the topic sentence, the main argument for that paragraph. Again, it's not enough simply to identify the evidence. You have to say how it supports an argument. We're going to be practicing these next steps next week in class. I'm looking forward to it, as I'm sure you are. See you soon.